Hey guys, Kurt and Matt here. With Marvel now, there's so many new and exciting series out there that for new and prospective readers, it's difficult to know what's worth your time.
So we're going to take a step back and do a series of videos telling you what you need to know about each series, what's a good jumping on point, and in our opinion, whether it's worth your time.
We're going to sift through the dirt so you don't have to.
The topic for this video is going to be the Avengers. The first series we look at is Marvel's flagship series, the Avengers. Jonathan Hickman takes on the task of not only building a new team of Avengers, but entire new worlds. Ancient entities known as the Builders have sent out their creations to judge worlds and ensure that they thrive. In the opening arc, it is revealed that Earth is under a grave threat. Captain America and Iron Man take it upon themselves to wake the world and greatly expand the Avengers roster.
The Avengers cast is massive. Little mentioned heroes like Smasher, Hyperion, and Captain Universe are given a chance to grow. And though not all the characters are captivating, the ideas presented remain innovative and smart. The story uncovers an intricate ancient defense system that is coming apart at its seams. It's all building to Marvel's next event, Hickman's Infinity. In prep for that, I'd recommend this.
Jonathan Hickman is a master of building complex sci-fi stories. In this series, he even goes so far as to expand the very fabric of the universe known as the superflow. Sometimes the story can somewhat drag, but if you stick with this series, the payoff will definitely be worth it.
Next up is Jonathan Hickman's other series, The New Avengers. The Illuminati reconvene to face a grave new threat threatening the entire multiverse. Universes are collapsing and smashing together at events called incursion points. Faced with the dilemma of destroying another world to save their own, the Illuminati seek any possible solution. The series explores the psyche of great men as they must realize the cost of being a hero.
I think Hickman does a great job of building both characters and creating an incredible sci-fi epic. I love how he pushes these heroes to the brink. The dilemma the Illuminati face when it comes to destroying worlds and expelling their own is incredibly compelling. Hickman allows you to clearly see the evolution of these characters to the point where they may or may not still be heroes. This is a must-read series.
Personally, I find the Illuminati to always be riveting. Each personality is so distinct that any scene can provide an interesting character moment. I mean, compare Namor's constant antagonism to Black Bolt's understated elegance and power. And with the introduction of Black Swan, a strong-willed world-breaker from another universe, and the inclusion of Doom within the story, the series has become a veritable melting pot of strong personalities. A must-read for anyone.
Next up is Kelly Sue DeConnick's Avengers Assemble. It's a title that isn't directly connected to any of the other Avengers title, but DeConnick's run features a cast that includes the same characters as the 2012 Avengers movie, with a few additional Avenger mainstays. The series frequently ties in with the larger Marvel events like Age of Ultron and Captain Marvel's The Enemy Within.
The series has spectacular highs and very dull lows. The book honors the Avengers movie by producing big action scenes and witty banter. You won't find anything too deep here, and that's why I remain on the fence, never sure what I'm gonna get next issue.
Personally, I'm fine skipping this title, but for readers who are looking to wade into the Avengers universe, this could be for you. The characters and plot are relatively straightforward, so not too much previous knowledge is required. Still, I'm gonna pass.
In Young Avengers, fan favorites Loki, Wiccan, Hulkling, Miss America, Marvel Boy, and Kate Bishop are brought together by an errant reality-bending spell cast by Wiccan. This new team brims with youthful exuberance as it deals with not only reality-destroying threats, but residual parent issues and relationship problems.
I had huge expectations for the Young Avengers after Gillen's work with Loki on Journey into Mystery. While I acknowledge it's more difficult to write a larger cast, this book has still left me wanting. I must admit that Jamie McKelvie's art is some of the best around, but for now I'm on the fence with this series.
I disagree. To me, this series is a breath of fresh air. Within the very dour Avengers landscape, this series is just fun. The page layouts and distinct coloring make the art spectacular, and Gillen has found the right voice for the young cast, deftly balancing comedy with teen drama. The first arc could have benefited from a more well-established threat, but I can't emphasize enough how excited I still am for where this series can go.
Next up, we have Avengers Arena, which is a battle royale story featuring many of the youth of the Marvel Universe. Students of the Avengers Academy, Braddock School, and various other corners of the Marvel Universe are forced to participate in a Hunger Games style game by the Villainous Arcade. The real meat of this story is less about who will win and more about these young heroes' attempt to hold on to their principles. Can they stay on the right path even when their circumstances are so dire, or will they give in and play Arcade's deadly game?
The series tries its hardest to make some of Marvel's most forgettable characters interesting. The problem is, there's a reason those characters were never popular to begin with. Though there are a few gems hidden within the massive cast, such as Nico from the Runaways and Cammy the Space Pirate, my sneaking suspicion that this series will have no lasting impact means this is a series to skip.
I think there are a lot of pros and cons to this series. Dennis Hopeless does a great job of making each character unique and interesting. However, I will be incredibly disappointed if the entire game turns out to be some sort of simulation by Arcade. I want the sacrifices and mistakes these young heroes make to actually mean something.
This anthology series invites new creators each issue to write a story pairing an Avengers member and an X-Men member, hence A+X. 2 stories out of continuity are featured in each issue, with unique pairings such as Iron Fist and Dupe or The Thing and Gambit. This is a series about fun and creativity.
Personally, I don't think this is really about fun and creativity. I really dislike A+X. Most of the stories are gimmicky and pointless. My least favorite Marvel comic out right now. Definitely skip this.
The problem is that this series is too dependent on the revolving door of creators. On top of that, rarely are both stories good and worth the cost of the book. It's a nice idea with some fun stories about meaningless topics like poker games, but it's a series I'd skip.
The final comic we're going to take a look at in this review is Uncanny Avengers. The events of AVX led Captain America to realize that human-mutant relations needed to be his priority. He needed an uncanny solution. His vision was realized with the Uncanny Avengers. Led by Havoc, the team attempts to create a world in which humans and mutants can peacefully coexist. They want to complete Xavier's dream. The roster includes Thor, Wolverine, Rogue, Scarlet Witch, Sunfire, Wonder Man, and the Wasp. The team struggles not only to make the world a better place, but also to make things work between themselves.
This series started out slow and disappointing. Then Remender transitioned into what essentially serves as a continuation of his run on Uncanny X-Force. Akaba is back! The series introduces the Apocalypse Twins, children of Archangel and trained by Kang the Conqueror. Formidable foes hell-bent on testing the Uncanny Avengers' unity. Assuming this storyline continues for a while, I'd recommend this series to anyone.
The explosive cast of both heroes and villains in Uncanny Avengers makes this series incredible. Just the fact that Scarlet Witch is featured on a mutant-related team is fascinating. Throw in hotheads like Rogue, Wolverine, and Thor, and you get a really good series. This is truly a highlight of Marvel now.
Thanks for watching B3 Comics' new segment. We'd love to hear your own comments on which of these series you like.
And definitely keep an eye open because we're going to be releasing more videos like this featuring all your other favorite titles.